I'm just not sure that Kyler Murray is big enough. This is Tom Brady. He's not just going to retire. Whitey, big fan of the show. Appreciate I've got Bryan Murphy to my left, making sure everything's smooth, crispy, buttery. James Harden is systematically ruining the game of basketball. He's the most overrated player.
And there you
I've
are, the Chicago
seen.
Bears with a championship
season
defense.
And Mitch, I'm sure Dancing with the Stars is happy to have Antonio back.
If you thought you were going to get Zion, that's your bad.
You are now listening to Open Season. Your host, Billy Allen.
Welcome. This is the Open Season program. Appreciate everybody tuning in. I'm Billy Allen. Bryan Murphy produces the show. 617-702-2542. That's where you can catch us. It's not going to be a very Kyrie Irving friendly agenda this evening. We all know what happened in Game 4, but I think I have to do a little bit of due diligence just for Kyrie Irving, Boston or not. But the Western Conference playoffs are knotted up 2-2 in a lot of areas, and Anthony Davis's injury looms large. We'll talk a little bit about the MLB. We'll touch on the NHL. The Bruins are tied up 1-1. But first, we're definitely going to have to talk a little bit about the race issue across Boston, this issue with Kyrie Irving. You know, he kind of preempted everything, and I'm just sick of him. I cannot stand Kyrie Irving. Sure, he's an amazing talent. Yes, he poured in 39 points in what was combined to be the most scored ever by three players on a team in the playoffs, which was 104. So Kyrie Irving's an amazing player. He shot incredibly this year. He had a 50-40-90 season, which, I mean, aside from Steve Nash, you don't get many guys that can put up more seasons like that. So Kyrie Irving, he's a phenomenal shooter, but he said a few things leading up into the game, and ultimately, if you don't know by now, let's play a little bit of sound. Let's recap Game 4 and see where Kyrie Irving left us.
Which all game long yesterday, but as the Nets were leaving the court after their win, a fan threw a water bottle that nearly hit Kyrie. That fan was arrested on assault and battery charges and also received a lifetime ban from TD Garden. And when talking about the incident, Kyrie called it, quote, underlying racism and being treated like you're in a zoo. Shannon, what is your reaction?
So there you have it. If you didn't know, I mean, the Celtics got walloped, and they're just going to get murdered without Jaylen Brown. I think we all knew that. I think we all knew that we weren't going to find out a whole lot about this team in this series, other than the fact that they should destroy this. And the last 3 years, Danny Ainge has missed at a huge chance to be able to bring in a free agent that could ultimately bring us to the finals. So this year it's Harden. The year before it's Anthony Davis. The year before that it's Kawhi Leonard. So, yes, I like to see that contrast, but we didn't think that you were going to learn a whole lot about the Celtics. But Kyrie had to preempt everything so that if you said anything negative about him, you would sound like a racist. So what inevitably ends up happening is a fan throws a water bottle at Mrs. Irving, and, you know, the whole thing went nuts. Kyrie Irving throws a basketball into the fans, and, you know, I don't get that either, because would I rather have a half-empty water ball be thrown at me by some drunk idiot, or would I rather have a basketball that's been hurled up 50 feet in the air land on me? I mean, I'd probably rather take the water bottle. So I don't really understand the way with that, but Kyrie Irving,